Hi, and welcome to PoliSwift, your source for quick summaries covering U.S. political legislation. PoliSwift is a nonpartisan content creator helping people keep up with new bills that become laws. Want to dig deeper? Find links to this law from congress.gov and govtrack.us in the description below. H.R. 8247, or the House of Representatives bill for the Veterans Compact Act of 2020, became public law on December 5, 2020. The purpose of this bill was to implement programs, policies, and reports related to the Department of Veteran Affairs. Improving upon the groundwork laid by the original, and this is a mouthful, Veterans Comprehensive Prevention, Access to Care, and Treatment Act of 2020, H.R. 8247 focuses on transition assistance, suicide care, mental health education and treatment, health care, and care for women veterans. There's a lot to this bill, so let's dive a little deeper and explore specific details contained within this legislation. H.R. 8247 included a requirement for the VA to carry out a new pilot program intended to share information about the assistance and benefits available to our veterans. It also established the Task Force on Outdoor Recreation for veterans to make recommendations regarding the use of public lands or other outdoor spaces for medical treatments and therapy. The bill also influenced part of the VA's budget for vets who are experiencing an acute suicidal crisis by mandating that the department offer or pay for emergent suicide care and associated transportation costs. Furthermore, it created a new program for training caregivers and family members of veterans with mental health disorders and provided VA police officers with an annual training on suicide prevention. Under the legislation, the VA will also complete an analysis and report on its programs that provide assistance to women veterans who are homeless or precariously housed. They hope to identify the areas in which these programs are failing to meet the needs of these women and annually report on the use of VA healthcare by women vets. Now, for all you political nerds out there, let's journey down the path this bill took through our legislative process, or how a bill becomes a law. H.R. 8247 was introduced on September 14, 2020 by Democratic Representative Mark Takano from California's 41st District. It was then referred to the House Veteran Affairs Subcommittee on Health, which has legislative oversight and investigative jurisdiction over the Veterans Health Administration. This includes medical services, medical support and compliance, medical facilities, medical and prosthetic research, and major and minor construction. From the committee, it ventured back to the House of Representatives, where it was passed by voice vote on September 23, 2020. Since it was a voice vote, no record of individual votes were made. Next, H.R. 8247 went to the Senate, where it was passed with unanimous consent on November 10, 2020. Since it was passed with unanimous consent, no record of individual votes were made here either. After passing both houses of Congress, it went to the President's desk, where it was signed into law on December 5, 2020. Government in action. There were no Congressional Budget Office estimates available for this bill, but Congressman Takano did submit a constitutional authority statement. As a quick refresher, back in January of 2011, the House of Representatives adopted an amendment to require a document stating, now brace for the legalese, as specifically as practicable the power or powers granted to Congress in the Constitution to enact the bill or joint resolution, for any legislation to be introduced by the House Clerk. Basically, a statement citing where the Constitution gives the legislature the authority to enact this new law. H.R. 8247's constitutional authority statement said that Congress has the power to enact this legislation based on Article 1, Section 8, Clause 18 of the U.S. Constitution. This part of the Constitution states, to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States or in any department or officer thereof. The important phrase in this legalese is, carrying into execution the foregoing powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States. Basically, this is the part of the Constitution that allows Congress to make new laws that improve or update existing laws that were already deemed constitutional. That about wraps it up for House of Representatives Bill 8247 for the Veterans Compact Act of 2020. Thanks for being an informed citizen. Leave a comment and let us know about aspects of this bill that you wish we covered in more detail. Tap the like button if you find our videos useful, and subscribe to stay up to date with new legislation enacted by our government.